EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And off we go on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched, took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. Second year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
First down, Panthers.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. On play action, Young. To the sideline and incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Panther first down.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That is caught, McMillan with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of the best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
At the 36-yard line.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Murray now. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray again, this is counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and goal from the 1. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he's going to go down again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set.
They go play action. Young
Flushed out right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Young now.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
32.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll get that complete to Harrison.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Oh, he sheds himself free. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
To throw is Murray.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Back to throw, Murray.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he returns this to the 22. So now Young and the Panthers down 10-7, a little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. Now 2nd and 4.
McMillan. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Now Young.
At the 27-yard line.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Young able to find Thielen. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That one complete till again. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
9 yards. First down, Panthers.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Young to throw. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.